Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this video, I am going to be giving you my review for the match that took place between the Highlanders and Crusaders for the opening match of Super Rugby Aotearoa 2021. But if you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I just have to say, I did thoroughly enjoy that match, and hopefully we do get a good match between the Blues and the Hurricanes tomorrow as well. But yeah, let's get into some of the stats. So throughout this match, there did seem to be quite a few handling errors and also quite a few penalties as well. 15 penalties conceded by the Crusaders to the 8 of the Highlanders. There were 2 yellow cards for the Crusader, one for Ethan Blackadder and then also one for Scott Barrett in the 81st minute. So we did go about 12 minutes with the game being scoreless, but then it was Richie Mo'unga who went to Whitelock. Went with the outside ball to Cody Taylor. It was a short pass, and then from there Cody Taylor showing the wheels that the man's got, and he just outran all of the Highlanders. Aloy Marlow not able to get across to him, and he was able to score it almost between the posts. And the second try came shortly after, and it was for the Crusaders once again. It was a good backline. Then Faiaki went out to Sevu Reece, who did a nice little kick in behind. For a start, I thought that he had miskicked it, but then it just went perfectly into the hands of Bryn Hall, and that brought up the second try for the Crusaders. So they were sitting 14-0 up in this match early on. Then there was a yellow card to Ethan Blackadder, which caused the defence of the Crusaders to be put under pressure, and from there Aaron Smith went out to Shannon Frizzell and he was able to drive over. And a fun fact that I said about Shannon Frizzell before the match had started, he is the only player to have scored in both matches between the Crusaders and the Highlanders last season for Super Rugby Aotearoa 2020. So he is continuing that. So if he continues doing that, he will be scoring in the next encounter between these two sides as well. So very impressive from him. Then the next try came for the Highlanders. It was just a good backline movement from them. Then it was Jonah Nareki with his pace, went out to Connor Garden-Bishop on the wing. And he is looking like a real prospect for this Highlanders side. It was very impressive from him to be able to get that try. And then the next try was a very interesting one. I've said interesting a lot, but this one was going to the TMO. Sevu Reece right in the corner. It was debatable whether or not his foot was on the line when he was able to put that ball right down in the corner. And in the end, it was given a try. So Sevu Reece scores right in the corner for the Crusaders. And then at that stage, it made the score 19 points to 13. So all the Highlanders needed was that converted try. Mitch Hunt, unfortunately, up to that point, had missed both of his kicks, and Richie Mo'unga had missed the one wide. So that is why it was 19 to 13. So the Highlanders, they were within 7 and had the opportunity at getting that bonus point, but they also had the opportunity of being able to win this match if they were able to get that converted try. But then from there, the Crusaders, they did what they know how to do best, and that is turning it up in that last kind of 20 minutes or so. And then from there, they were able to take the momentum right back. And then in the 73rd minute, it was the sub Brodie McAllister. He was able to get himself involved in the rolling maul for the Crusaders. And from there, they were able to drive over, score the try. And from that moment, the Highlanders, unfortunately for them, were pretty much out of the game. They just weren't quite able to score the tries that they needed. And the worst thing about the Crusaders one for the Highlanders was the fact that it was scored off a rolling maul. The Crusaders throughout the night just shut down the rolling maul of the Highlanders, which in pre-season against the Hurricanes was one of their key weapons. So it was very impressive defence from the Crusaders to be able to stop that. That was such a key in the Highlanders game. And unfortunately for the Highlanders, they just weren't quite able to drive over with that rolling maul. And that conversion did go over from Richie Mo'unga, although there was also actually a penalty chance for Richie Mo'unga in that second half, but he did end up missing it, and that would have put them outside of 7 points. So at this stage, the Crusaders did only need one more try to be able to get that bonus point for being ahead by 3 tries or more. And at that stage also, the Highlanders were trying to get one more converted try to be back within 7 so that they could get the bonus point for being within 7. So it was one of those situations that both sides were wanting that bonus point. But then from there, the Highlanders, they were able to win 3 penalties in a row right in the closing minutes. One against Scott Barrett for holding Folau Fakatava back. So that is what caused his yellow card. And then from there, the Highlanders trying to go to the corner with the line out, not quite able to score it. And then from there, Mitch Drummond did end up with the ball. He kicked it dead. But unfortunately for the Crusaders, it was a penalty against them. So then the Highlanders were only 5 metres out once again. But once again, they just weren't quite able to get that last try that they were after to get that bonus point. So the end score in this match was 26 to the Crusaders, 13 to the Highlanders. So at the moment, the Crusaders, they receive 4 points from that match, and the Highlanders, unfortunately for them, don't receive any. But yeah, it was a very good match to watch, and I am hyped up now for the match tomorrow between the Hurricanes and the Blues at Sky Stadium. It's supposed to be a sold out crowd, and I feel like the atmosphere there would be incredible. We are going to be doing our watch along live streams like we normally do for that, so be sure to tune in for those. But if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hopefully I have summed up the game for you guys. Also, I assume there will be highlights released on YouTube very soon, so be sure to check those out. But nonetheless, that is the end of this video. I will see you all in the next one.